Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all our viewers from all over the world. We are here again for another episode of BULGAR Mo.
What is up mga Bulgar? We are here for another episode kung saan meron na naman tayo makakasamang special guest.
Mga kabulgar, let's all welcome one of the viral buskers, Kyla Michi.
Hello!
Kyla, welcome back. Welcome back. Michelle, si Kyla just came back from Singapore kasi she attended a docu-film that features Philippine music. Simulan natin kwentuhan natin about that. So tell us about that experience.
I got tapped as a busker to get featured on this film called Musika ng Bayan. So basically, feature niya yung Filipino music, like in all angles, ganyan, from busking to OPM and even like gigs and concerts. So they wanted to feature a busker that also sings about social issues. So, kaya sinelect rin nila ako. And kasama ko rin pala sa film is si Sir Boboy of Apo Hiking Society and Annie Matiera as well and other Filipino artists.
Nice. But is this your first time going out of the country? Tapos na about dun sa ginagawa mo, like you as a singer, and did you get to perform there as well? Like in Singapore ever?
Yes, actually, first time to na lumipad ako sa Singapore because of the music I do, the type of music I do. And na-invite din ako to perform there. Yan, ng fellow busker din from Singapore. So I got to know Singapore buskers as well and the culture.
So, ano yung pinagkaiba niya? Like you, I know nakapanood ko to Michelle sa pag nagla-live siya sa TikTok, pag nag-busk siya. But how is it different singing for an international crowd versus pag nasa BGC ka?
Yes. Well, wala namang masyadong difference kasi music is a very universal language.
Yeah.
Like, even though you speak in Tagalog or in English, may intindihan ka ng any type of audience,
But
whether
did you sing
Singaporean,
Tagalog songs
Filipino.
there?
Yes, I did. I performed yung Walang Kukurap sa Singapore.
Madami namang Pilipino dun eh.
Yes, and even though may mga Singaporeans listening to my song, they don't speak Filipino. They really found the song very powerful, very Filipino rin kasi it connected rin to the Filipinos there. May Filipino sa audience and they were like, oh, mabuhay, ganyan. Super proud din sila na there was a Filipino na busking rin sa Singapore.
So Kyla, I always see you sa TikTok, right? So I'm sure marami ka ring followers, but a lot of people doesn't know what busking is. Can you explain?
Kasi bagong concept siya. Well, not really new, pero like...
Yeah, but here in the Philippines. Yeah.
So busking by definition is performing on the streets or in public for voluntary donations. Iba siya sa usual perception niya na parang paglilimos. Yan, kasi busking is you're giving a service, you're performing in exchange for voluntary donation.
Pero where did it originate ba? Busking, where did it originate? Like,
Yung busking, it existed as long as the streets have existed. Yan, so ang pinakalam ko is pag in the Philippines, nag-start ang busking as a protest. Nagsimula siya as street performance, like may nagpe-play, like stage play pero sa kalsada. So naglalatag sila ng carpet there and then nagtatanghal sila.
Correct.
Then nagdo-donate yung mga tao.
Kyle, I understand that this is not... You're a full-time musician, but you're not a full-time busker. I understand na may day job ka. Paano mo na hihiwalay yung personality mo as a working girl, corporate girl versus, okay, magka-perform na, iba na ako bigla.
Pag work mode ako or office girl mode, syempre, like, I would really listen to my team. I would collaborate with the team. And versus me as a musician, I would usually be on solo mode. Kapag as a working girl, syempre, mas formal ako, ganyan, mas coordinating with clients, ganyan. But the same thing with being a musician is that I also interact with the audience. So, hindi naman siya sobrang nalalayo.
How young did you start singing?
Oh my gosh, sobrang bata pa ata ako nun. Like, I think as early as 4 years old, I wrote my very first song. Yes, as in parang nagmamumble lang ako ng random words na naririnig ko lang sa radyo, ganyan. And then I would sing them to my mom, to my dad, and then I would also dance it to them, ganyan. So yeah, as early as kid pa lang ako, naging musically inclined ako. And of course, musically inclined din yung parents ko.
Oh, your parents are musically inclined then. So I know that you're writing your own songs, right? who influenced you? Where do you get your influence? Like when your inspirations, who inspires you to write your songs?
Yung isa sa mga biggest OPM inspirations ko is si Sir Gary Granada, yan, River Maya, and sila Yan Constantino, Barbie Alvarez.
Pero medyo malayo from tama, Gary Granada
Yes.
to River Maya, medyo magkalayo yung genre nila.
Yan,
Like,
sa spectro.
so, paano mo siya, bakit ganun kalayo yung...
Kasi you can't just get one influence from one artist eh. Sometimes ano siya, parang melting pot of different influences siya. So that you can create your own sound as well. And not, copy from the mismo, but also combine these sounds and add your identity to it. Ayun.
So what would you say your main genre is?
My main genre is acoustic pop. Yeah.
Pero Kyla, yun na nga balik tayo dun sa busking mo. Paano ka ba nagsimula? I know you started writing your songs when you were 4 years old. Then after that, how did you start busking?
Well, I tried busking no 2022 kasi may mga friends akong buskers. And usually, nag-open mic lang kami, ganyan. Pero I wanted to perform sa streets. Kasi parang gusto kong masubukan na, paano kayo pag sobrang lawak ng audience na, just passing by. And then, sobrang nakaka-empower pala. Kasi parang you're singing to literally different walks of life, and parang you're making entertainment more accessible to the people.
Pero when you started, kasi nga kanina sabi, nung nagsimula tayo, you said na parang there's always a misconception na when you're busking, namamali mo.
Yes.
So when you were starting, syempre you started at a very young age, 2022, that's how old were you then?
21?
21.
Yeah.
Hindi ka ba nahiya? Wala ka bang, baka pag makakita sa akin, isipin, namamalimos ako?
I think may concern din about busking being parang being viewed as nanlilimos. Kasi hindi pa siya sobrang normalized. Unlike in other countries, like for example, Singapore, their government actually manages yung busking spots around Singapore. So it's really seen as a career, a source of income for the Singaporeans. Unlike here sa Philippines, syempre, mas independent siya. Lumalapit kami more on sa mga private establishments in order to get permits. Pag sa busking, you're offering a service, you're performing in exchange for voluntary donations. Ayun. So you're giving something in exchange for money or pwedeng iba't ibang tips.
Pero hindi ka nahiya. So parang nung first time ka, wala ang,
More
baka isipin
on-
yung mga tao.
Yung hiya ko is coming from kinakabahan ako baka magkamali
Not
ako.
because of sasabihin nila.
Yeah, not because of what they think. Kasi it's like putting myself out there more compared sa, kunyari sa restaurants or sa bar, para medyo enclosed yung space, no? Pero pag sa busking, parang mas public yung stage. Mas pwede kang ma-discover there.
But how does it feel when you try to sing your own songs, right? Kasi people doesn't really know your songs. So how does it feel for you that you get to sing your own songs?
Oh, that's
Tapos
a good
natutuwa yung
question.
mga tao.
When I started busking, it was also the time when I was releasing Talking Stage. And tinesting ko muna siya sa audience, no? Every busking session ko, I perform Talking Stage, yung original song ko, mga 2 times, once sa isang busking session. And then people were asking, asan to sa Spotify? Asan siya? So parang napush talaga akong i-record siya, tapos i-release. So, ayun po, very empowering sa akin ang pag-perform ng original songs kasi I also want to prove na buskers are also artists.
Right.
Yes.
So, ang next question ko naman, kasi syempre in any industry, di ba? Andiyan yung mga chismis, yung mga ganyan. In the busking industry ba, is there ever, what are the issues na kinakaharap niyo? Meron bang mga brawl dyan? Agawan ng pwesto?
Actually, yes, meron. Tulad nung ngayon, so there happens to be certain communities that are taking certain spots. Kumbaga parang nag-gatekeep siya to the point na hindi na nakakapag-busking doon ng ibang buskers. Sa loob ng system ng community na to is kumukuha sila ng spot fee. For me, hindi siya pro-busker. Personally, kaya ka nga nag-busking para para magbigay ng libreng entertainment, mas open. So, kung lalagyan mo siya ng fee, para ka na rin nag-pay to play. So, that hindi ka na rin naiba sa mga gigs. For me, dapat ang busking is free for everyone. Hindi dapat gina-gatekeep ang spots. Mas open to all. Mas inclusive, mas diverse ang busking for everyone.
Kyla, what's your biggest challenge ba na na-encounter mo being a busker?
Usually, the external factors ng busking, like kunyari mga weather, ganyan, or kapag may mga technical difficulties sa on-ground sa busking. So, yun talaga ang isa sa mga major na kalaban ng buskers is yun, weather. Kunyari, pag
Weather
uulan,
talaga, oo.
tapos kunyari nakaset up na kami, minsan mauulanan pa yung equipment namin, masisira, or minsan liligpit kami agad. So, that's also kind of like a loss for us kapag hindi masyado maganda ang weather.
Kala, my next question is, how important is the monetary compensation that you get from out of those performance?
Well, may personal take ako doon. So, I won't be speaking on behalf of the buskers. So, personally, I really like to showcase yung artistry ko first. So, whether I go home with monetary tips or not, parang okay pa rin sa akin as long as I showcase my art out there. Ay, mga tips and donations, minsan wala, minsan meron. Pero there are other buskers na ito talaga yung main source of income nila. So, hindi mo rin sila masisisi na they're here for the money as well, for the monetary, for the income. Pero ako, artistry comes first.
Since nandito na tayo sa usapang donation at tips, magkano yung pinakamalaking nauha mo?
Ang pinakamalaki ko ata is 6,000 or 5,000.
For how long?
For one night.
That's how many hours?
4 hours?
4 hours, 6,000?
Yes, oo. Well, yun yung
And
highest na I remember.
that's a good day.
Yeah,
That's a good day. How about a normal day?
On a normal day, siguro mga 1K.
Not bad. I mean, kung malapit yung pwesto mo at sa bahay mo.
Yeah, malapit lang siya. Oo.
Not bad.
Oo.
Kasi diba, especially kung hindi siya yung main source mo. Now, my next question is, what makes a good busker? Diba kasi syempre, when you're a pop artist, buhok, damit, choice of songs, diba? What makes a good busker?
What makes a good busker is yung burning passion nila na, alam mo yung kahit hindi ka magaling in technical skills, pero may passion ka to upgrade yourself, to level up, ganun. If tinanggal mo yung passion, hindi ka talaga magiging magaling na performer. But if it is there, magiging magaling ka na performer, you will interact with people, you will learn more songs, you will create songs, you will perform better. So talagang passion kapag practical-wise is you know how to read the room, read the streets. Like, kung sino yung mga nagpa-pass by, sinong market, like, if kung medyo mga oldies yung mga dumadaan, magpe-perform ka ng oldies. Kapag may mga kids, pwede mga Miss Rachel, Wheels on the Bus, ganyan. O kaya pag mga Gen Zs, yan, minsan magka-cup of joke ka. So, as long as you know how to read the people who are passing by, then you're always good to go.
Kyla, ano ba yung pinaka-requested song na ni-request ng mga viewers mo?
Usually, it's Pag-ibigay Kanibalismo by Fitter Karma. Kasi sabi nila parang medyo kaboses ko daw. And even my fellow buskers say na hindi na nila halos kinakanta yung song na yun. Kasi,
Nasa yun na.
Oo, kasi sabi nila, ay, kay Kyla Michi na yan eh. Parang siya yung nag-champion sa song na to.
Pero ano naman yung song na sawang-sawa ka ng kantahin?
Parang wala naman so far. Oo, wala naman akong kanta na sobrang pinagsasawaan.
Do you see any future ng busking in the Philippines?
Yes, actually very bright ang future ng busking here in the Philippines. Kasi years ago, hindi normalized ang busking eh. Pero slowly, diba, recently, parang nag-grow yung busking scene. Yan, nagsasama-sama yung mga communities. Well, in fact, part ako ng isang alyansa. We joined together different communities of busking. And talagang nag-work kami together in order to make busking inclusive for everyone.
Now we move on to your songwriting. So, I've listened to your songs. Siyempre, si Talking Stage, very pop and very relatable naman to the general public. But you also write songs that tackles political and national issues, diba?
Yes.
Where do you get your, diba, yung hugot mo?
May kita nila talaga sa akin is isa akong girly pop na galit sa korap. So, it just shows na music isn't parang one-dimensional only. And, ayun, at the same time, syempre, as someone who loves love, Yan. I write mga songs na nakakakilig, ganyan. But at the same time, I also have love for the country. So, andun din yung tapang. So, may halo ng lambing at tapang yung kind of style ko sa music.
Career-wise, what do you think, where will Kyla Mitchie be, let's say, 5 years from now? Will you still be performing on the streets? Or if yes, out the streets outside the Philippines?
Ang na-envision ko for Kyla Mitchie is that she's gonna perform in bigger stages. But also, go back rin sa kung saan siya nagsimula, which is sa kalsada. Whether that's here in the Philippines or whether that's somewhere else in another part of the world. So, kahit in big coliseums, magpo-perform ako, pwedeng the next day, magbabusking ako sa kalsada ulit. So, hindi yun mawawala sa akin.
Ano yung pinaka-nakakapagod in what you do?
Minsan yung technical side of things. When I started busking, I was a vocalist first. And I had the guitarist with me. So, challenging for me yung pagpe-play ng guitar, ganyan. Pero eventually, nung nag-solo ako, na-master ko na yung pag-play ng guitar for myself.
Right.
Ano ba yung puhunan mo sa being a busker?
Actually, malaking bagay sa akin ang equipment. Yan. Kasi when I started out ng busking, pinapahiram lang ako ng as in sobrang liit lang na speaker. And I would usually get tips naman and all that. Pero when I invested in a bigger speaker, tapos mas high quality, talagang mas naririnig ako ng mga tao, yan, mas yung appreciation
Mahal
nila.
din ang mga equipment,
Yes. Opo, kaya we should value artists talaga kasi mataas rin yung value ng equipment nila.
Kasi si Caleb, yung my son, he's like musically inclined. Like you, he writes his own songs din. Ang mahal na mga ano.
Yes. Pero worth it naman siya kasi it's for artistry rin.
So Kyla, ano bang preparation mo when you're busking?
When I busk, I make sure, of course, na kompleto yung equipment ko and at the same time, I am well-rested, nakatulog, nakakain and everything. Siyempre, kailangan ko ng energy. And at the same time, siyempre, I would prepare a list of songs depende rin sa kung saang spot ako magpe-perform.
Ano yung pinaka-experience na share mo sa amin na meron ba nag-bash sa'yo, like, while you're performing? Or have you ever had a bad experience?
Parang wala naman so far. Siguro, I just take it na parang parang people always have something to say. And you can't really please everyone. So might as well do your thing na lang.
Now, how important is social media to you as a performer?
Well, ang social media kasi is tulad rin ng busking, it's a public platform eh. So, kumbaga, you're showcasing your work out there. Like, tulad ng busking, you're also putting your artistry out there. Gumagawa ka ng mga posts, pinopromote mo yung kung saan ka magbubusking or saan ka magigig. So, talagang napaka-importante ng social media. And it also shows na there's also a human side to every performer, to every artist na hindi kami, artista lang. We are also humans by the end of the day.
Is there any life lesson na natutunan mo na until now ina-apply mo siya?
Well, the most important na lesson na natutunan ko sa busking is perseverance talaga. Kasi there were certain people in the community back then who told me na dapat tanggalin ako sa eksena for something I've done na hindi naman busking related. Pero they told me that I don't deserve to be in the busking scene. So, given that, hindi ako nakinig. Talagang lalo akong nagpursige na, okay, perform pa ako. I became more visible, I became more present in different busking spots. Talagang hindi niyo ako matatanggal because ito yung passion ko. Yan, like what I said earlier, important ang passion. And andito yung drive ko as a busker. And I will always be here.
Kyla, what's next for you?
What's next for me? Well, actually, I'm planning to record my original song again soon. Yan, yung na-perform ko na Di Na Kita Mahal Pa Rin Kita. So I'm planning to release it this year. Yan, hopefully mapush na talaga kasi ang daming nag-a-ask kung kailan magre-release to. Yes, kasi binabasking ko rin siya minsan and then they're asking, asan to sa Spotify? Yan tulad ng talking stage. Yan, so soon, yan, marirecord na natin yung Di Na Kita Mahal Pa Rin Kita.
Kyla, any message to the young ones who also dream to be a performer or a busker like you?
Yes, ayan, sa mga kabataan na gusto magsimula sa pagbusking or sa music in general, yan, keep going for your dreams. Don't let anyone or anything stop you from chasing your passion and dreams. Push mo yan.
Do you still have goals?
Goals? Siguro, mas ma-uplift ko pa yung busking scene in general. Since ngayon parang medyo watak-watak pa yung busking scene, parang mas na-envision ko siya na magsama-sama talaga.
Do you have any message to your fellow buskers?
Keep your burning passion alive. Keep doing what you do. Huwag tayo susuko sa tanghal sa kalsada. And also, use this as a platform para mapahayag natin ang ating mga stands sa mga social issues. Yan. So, hindi lang tayo basta mag-perform, but also raise awareness on social issues in the country. Yan.
Kyla, kulang ang oras, but we have to say goodbye. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Tons. Thank you so much, Michelle.
We'll see you guys again next time. Bye.
Bye.